Welcome back, Weeboos, to What Is Up Indonesia podcast with me, Andovi da Lopez.
And me, Abigail Limuria.
And, you know, how do you top off an interview with a well-renowned historian that we did with Peter Carey?
Right, yeah.
How do you top it off?
How?
The only way you top off that interview with Peter Carey is to have someone who's selling out 10,000 tickets in Indonesia Arena, the biggest stand-up comedy show in Southeast Asia.
In Southeast Asia?
In Southeast Asia.
Really?
Give it up
for
the legend himself, Pandji Pragiwaksono!
In introducing people, Andovi is always too much.
Oh,
it's just too much. It's too
No,
much.
because he was so hyped, and then you're just like,
I'm too old. I'm too old for this.
it's too old for this shit.
Can I cuss in this?
Of course,
podcast?
you can curse.
I'm too old for this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cut that shit. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, guys,
It's good to be here. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you.
Thank
So,
you.
Pandji,
Thank you for coming.
how many more tickets do you need to sell?
Right now, 184 tickets
Wow.
left.
From 10,000. That's crazy. And where can you buy the tickets, Pandji? So,
Mensrea.id.
mensrea.id.
There's also live streaming if you want to watch it through live streaming. Also, you can buy the tickets at mensrea.id.
30th of August,
30th of
Indonesia Arena.
Yeah.
29th August is me opening for Sammy Obeid. Just putting it out there.
I have a feeling that you're going to bomb. I have a feeling. I have a strong feeling.
I've never seen Andovi do stand-up. But from my experience of him doing jokes,
Well,
I
we'll
never
see.
once laughed. Like,
We'll see.
it's always
We'll
like,
see.
God.
okay, but you'll do fine.
Okay.
I hope.
So 29th August, Chomika. It's a Chomika event.
Yeah, it's a Chomika.
29th August is a Chomika event. For those of you who don't know, Weeboos, Chomika is Pandji's company. So there.
What is it? Weeboos?
Weeboos. So it's
Weeboos.
WIUI, right? What is up, Indonesia? WIUI. And then the audience is called Weeboos.
Nice. Weeboos.
Yeah.
Okay.
Weeboos.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
So Chomika is making an event at Usman Ismail Hall for Sammy Obeid, the
Sammy Obeid.
Palestinian-American stand-up comedian who's very, very funny. He described himself as a math comic.
Yeah.
And he's performing at
And
Usman Ismail.
he requested personally for Andovi to open for him.
No, that's not.
No pressure.
No, that's not true. Panji's
That's
fucking
right.
lying. He's lying. Panji's fucking lying. My whole bit, Nanti, is all about him asking me to open it where I'm like, I don't deserve this. But anyway, okay, so about that 29th, 30th, Mens Rea Indonesia Arena.
Yes.
So we're gonna have a conversation. It's not an interview. We want to pick your brain. So this is what stand-up special is it? Which number?
10th
10th stand-up
Wow.
special.
in 15 years.
In 15 years and 10,000 people in Indonesia Arena. Where did you get the stat? Because I knew it from you that this is the biggest in Southeast Asia. So how do you know this?
ChatGPT. I ask around. I Google some shit. I ask ChatGPT, and then I ask Mo Siddiq.
Okay, yeah.
As a matter of fact, Mo Siddiq informed me that the biggest previously was Harith Iskandar 9,000 in Southeast Asia.
okay.
Yeah, in Malaysia, right? Correct?
In Malaysia.
Malaysia, yeah. Oh,
9,000
wow.
people. Right.
Wow.
So this would be the biggest comedy show in the history of Southeast Asia.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
I didn't know. I thought it was the biggest in Indonesia.
In Southeast Asia.
Apparently in Southeast Asia.
But you know, Indonesia
Wow.
is kind of like Texas in the US. Everything is bigger. You know what I'm saying? Everything is bigger in Indonesia. So, but then, yeah, I mean, well, it's just a comedy show. It's just a comedy show.
Not just a
No,
comedy
but
show.
what I find interesting is it's a comedy show about politics,
It is.
right? It's Mens Rea.
85% politics, 15% mental health.
Okay.
We're talking about this is true. I do bring that up and bring that topic up because I think it's important.
Yeah, no, because like a lot of people say like, oh, Indonesians are not interested in politics. Here, a comedy show about 80% politics. I mean, Mens Rea, it's obviously very political, and it's like the biggest in Southeast Asia. I think that's very interesting.
Yeah, it kind of tells us that the young people of Indonesia are now, it's way different generation from way before because people don't like to talk about politics back in the days, but now it's a hot button actually.
So you do feel like the change, the shift.
I do feel the shift, and I think it's going to sound weird, but I think this is going to sound very weird, but I
Okay.
think we should thank Jokowi for this.
Okay, why?
Because a lot of people are drawn in. You especially. You were drawn into politics by Jokowi.
I was actually
right?
because he was Time Magazine and New Hope.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
As
So
it turns out, he is a
so
New
we
Hope.
literally have to terima kasih Pak Jokowi.
No, I'm not singing that shit. I'm not singing that shit. But I do believe that he brought a lot of people, you know, into believing in politics, or maybe just, you know, looking into politics in generally, because
Like in the beginning, right?
yeah. In 2000, what was it, like 2012?
2012 when he was the governor of Jakarta.
Yeah. So there's that.
So thank you, Pak Jokowi, for Mens Rea. Okay, so Pandji, this is actually a question that I really wanted to ask, but I need to give you some context first.
Right.
So What Is Up Indonesia is actually media that was founded by Abigail and Faye.
And Faye, yeah.
Now, she made it for a very specific reason. And can you please explain the reason so that you will understand my question?
Sure, yeah. So What Is Up Indonesia, WIUI, it's for internationally raised Indonesian young people. So people like Andovi, like myself, you know, like we're Indonesian by passport, but we grew up going to international schools or going to university abroad or diaspora, people would call. So we spend our formative year in English-speaking culture, if I can say that. So we consume English media and we learn in English, and so we feel more comfortable sometimes speaking and digesting information in English. So you know those people, right?
Got it. I do know.
You know those
My
people.
kids.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's what Andovi wanted
that's
to
actually
ask.
the topic of my question is,
You're my son?
What Is Up Indonesia was made for people like that. And you didn't grow up an internationally raised Indonesian. Would you describe yourself as a third culture kid? Would you describe?
What is a third culture kid?
Like what
Right.
Abigail said before.
Third
I don't
culture.
know.
Yeah.
I was born in Singapore, but I left Singapore when I was 5. I don't remember shit.
Okay.
So I wouldn't
So maybe
say.
not.
Yeah.
So third culture is like somebody who identifies with more than one culture.
No.
Right. And the question is, now that you're kids, right? School in New York, how does that feel for you to know that your kids would fall in the What Is Up Indonesia Weebu category, so to speak? But you weren't like that. Is it weird for you? Do you think it's amazing? Do you think that Deepo it feels like, oh, you know, my world now is different than the normal Indonesians, or like, what
It's
would
so
you say?
interesting.
Yeah.
Do you know how, I don't know if anybody notices this, but do you know that Cinta Laura doesn't have an accent anymore? Did you know this?
I don't know this.
She doesn't. I mean, she used to have an accent, right?
Yeah,
Do
she
you
did.
remember? I don't know if you
Yeah,
remember this.
Ojek.
She used to have that. And
Her Indonesian's so much better now.
yeah, but back in the days, we were laughing about ojek, becek, right? We were
Right,
like,
right.
yo, you're Indonesian. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Right,
Now,
it's a whole meme.
my kids are like that, and she speaks like just average Indonesian.
Right.
And so I don't know. Back in, when my kids were in elementary school, the school already uses like 60-70% English.
Okay.
And the way they learn English was from YouTube contents. I think we would have to agree that there are way more high quality children content in English available than in Bahasa Indonesia.
Yeah.
Would you agree?
Of course.
Yes.
Like right now, the only high quality content that I know of is that a puppet show from Rian Adriandi. What's that? What's the name?
Oh, yeah.
You know, right? There's a lot of characters.
Characters in the
Rian
puppet show.
Adriandi made a show, like a Sesame Street kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. And so it's basically that.
Yeah.
So all of my kids, I think their first language would be. It feels like their first language is English, because the content they consume on the internet for kids are English speaking content.
I thought you would have said that the best educational video for kids is Merah Putih One for All. I thought that you were going to go that
I
route.
knew he was
It's such a
going to go there.
great movie for kids.
Do you know the producer?
Toto Sugiwo.
A friend of mine. Are you mocking my friend?
Whoa. He's actually a friend of yours?
No, I'm not. I'm just bullshitting. I just want to make you feel bad.
No, because it's weird, Pandji.
That is a movie for adult.
Really? Why? Explain.
No kids watch that movie. We watch that movie because we want to have fun, right? We want to have fun. We were like, why is that AK-47 doing in the warehouse?
Okay. But to continue on this topic, what I really find interesting is, would you say that your children consume English-speaking content? Would you say that right now?
100%.
How does he feel that when their dad is one of the most outspoken Indonesian making content in Bahasa Indonesia? I mean, apart from when you're in New York, of course. So is there a disconnect when your kids are like, wow, my dad is one of the most vocal people in Indonesia, in Indonesian speaking? Or do they consume your content purely in English, or do they consume it in Indonesian as well?
No, they watch my videos as well. They know what I talk about. Right. I think my daughter, Shira, she has this activism in her. She is the one that was no buying anything that's supporting Israel and pro-Palestine. In her room, there's an Indonesian flag and a Palestinian flag. And my Mila believes that she has it from me because she knows the type of content that I talk about. She knows about the current regime, Pak Prabowo, Gibran, from my content.
Okay.
She does have an opinion on Prabowo.
Oh, I would love to hear this opinion later.
Which is very interesting. She kind of mentioned it several times so me and my daughter we made a video. I think we answer questions from the internet, and one of them was asking about what she thinks about Prabowo, and it's very interesting. So both of my kids they watch my content. Shira watch my content to have a sense of who I am. My son watches my jokes, my comedy videos.
Right.
And both of them think I'm not funny.
So that's interesting though, because you do know the stereotype, right? Like Indonesians have for like kids who don't really speak Indonesian that well, who are internationally raised. Like they're usually apathetic. They speak English, therefore they don't really love Indonesian, or they're not really Indonesian. But it seems like your kids still have that Indonesian-ness.
Definitely. When my son misses Indonesia, he doesn't want to eat anything but rice. Rice and abon and kentang mustopa, stuff like that. It's true. Yeah. My daughter doesn't uses spoon and fork every time there's rice and except nasi goreng, that's a different thing. Yeah. But she eats like this. My daughter really, I think both of my kids really want to show their root. One of my daughter's dream was to perform Indonesian traditional dance. She tari, I don't remember, but it's from East Java. Okay. This traditional dance that she wants to perform for her school. So she always had that, and both of them. My son is more reserved, but my daughter really likes to perform. And they really want to show their roots to people. Because sometimes they cuss in Indonesian as well.
And is it funny when they cuss in Indonesian?
It's funny,
right?
Yeah.
Do they cuss with an accent?
Not really. I remember we were in Soho, and then my daughter was like, "Gila kali." I was like, "Yeah." I should have recorded that. Gila kali, orang gila gitu. It's so funny. It's so funny when they curse in Indonesia.
Okay, look, I gotta give the audience some context. Yeah, for those of you who don't know who live under a rock, why did Pandji say Soho? Because you moved to New York around 3 years ago.
3 years ago, over 3 years ago.
Over 3 years ago, and I mean, it was big news back then. It really hit me, especially personally hard, Abigail.
Oh yeah.
Because I always looked up to Pandji. I'm not kissing his ass right now. I always looked up to Pandji.
Right before you came, like he was saying to me how you're his hero.
Yeah, like
it's not true.
It's very true. Like,
how does that make you feel?
No. Jofi is his hero.
Oh my God.
Jofi da Lopez.
That's true.
Is his
behind
idol.
Closed doors, Andovi loves to say that Jovial is his hero.
I saw what we were in New York.
Especially in paddle.
We were in New York,
right?
and then Andovi was crying, and I was like, "What's wrong with you?"
He
I miss my brother.
Oh, I know.
I was Jovi.
Misinformation.
I totally believe that. Benar.
You know the Ibu Sri Mulyani video? This is like that. Hoax. It's like a hoax. No, it's just when he went to New York, because you guys watch his videos, he explained why he went to New York. I don't want him to take his time to explain it here, but I remember I was like, man, Pandji is crazy. Like, he's already well known in Indonesia. He's already Pandji Pragiwaksono, and he's taking a risk to go to New York and do the New York stand-up comedy route, do the New York stand-up comedy scene, do whatever. And he says like one of his reasons was, you want to chase your dreams, right? And that was such a big fuck you to people who are in the creative industry, especially me. I was like, damn, if somebody of this caliber can chase his dream and take that much risk, like why can't all of us do it? The reason why I'm saying this, Pandji, not to kiss your ass, but
it's okay to kiss my ass.
Thank you very much. I really do believe Weeboos, a lot of What Is Up Indonesia viewers, I really do believe third culture kids, internationally as Indonesians, feel the same way where it's actually the reverse. They either live abroad or they feel comfortable with where they are. And every time they want to chase their dreams over something, their comfort takes over. Why do we want to go back to Indonesia, or why do we want to do anything to Indonesia where I'm already comfortable in wherever I am in life? Right? And it's a very human thing to do. You're already comfortable where you are in life. I don't want to take a risk to do something that's crazy. And I feel like, I may be completely wrong, Abigail, correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like a lot of internationally raised Indonesians feel that way. Why do you want to care about politics? Fuck it, I'm already comfortable. I already work in SCBD. Like, fuck this thing. I don't want to care about all this shit. I'm apathetic. So my question is that very long context, very long premise. What was your mindset and perspective going into this? Like, you're already who you are. You went to New York. I know you say it's to chase your dreams. I know. But there must be some sort of way of thinking and perspective that you put into this. Like, what was it?
First of all, I need to explain that my hero is Andovi da Lopez. And Abigail, especially. I watched their content since I was like 7, maybe.
Gosh.
Absolutely.
But I don't know. I feel anxious when I feel like I'm not moving. You know what I'm saying? Do you have that feeling?
Yeah.
I get anxious when I feel like, why am I not doing something hard? Does it
No.
make sense?
So you feel like doing comedy in Indonesia is already too easy? Is that
It's
that it?
becoming repetitive.
okay?
At this point, it's just, how many tickets I can sell, what kind of topics. It does feel kind of, and I feel like it's kind of, I'm kind of like in a cheat mode when I'm in Indonesia because they know it's Pandji.
Right.
Sometimes I don't know. Are you laughing because it's funny, or are you laughing because it's
you're
Pandji?
you. Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or when you don't laugh,
Yeah.
is it because I'm not funny, or is it because it's Pandji? Because sometimes people hate me.
Yeah.
They hate they hate me, and they be like, they can't be objective. And so when I moved to New York, one of the things that I really, really want to experience is art above the person. And I feel like when I'm in New York, if it's not funny, people wouldn't laugh.
Yeah.
And if it's funny, I feel, that's an achievement. To kill in New York City,
Right.
that is an achievement. That's what I want. I just want to live in a place where it's not the same Pandji,
Okay.
and people are going to appreciate me by merit instead of by who I am.
Ooh.
Do you know what I mean?
No, I understand.
So it's like for the love of the craft almost.
Yeah.
right?
I do love stand up. I love it so much. Bombing is funny to me. Do you know what I mean? A lot of people don't like doing mics. I love doing mics.
Okay.
Open
I love-
mic's crazy. Yeah.
Open mics.
I was there
Yeah.
in New York with him, guys, and he does what he says he does. Like he
bombs
doesn't
it.
only he doesn't bomb. He doesn't only walk the talk. He also talk the talk.
Oh, okay.
You know? He literally.
I
Why
get
does
it. I totally
Andovi
get it.
always have to, put a jab on Jokowi or something?
Right.
Do you hate Jokowi?
Because I love him so much. You
No,
know?
that's
Yeah.
not true.
No, but he's really like, he goes like, for those of you who don't know, New York is the mecca of comedy. Well, right now it's Austin because of,
Rogan.
Rogan and everyone. But it's basically New York or LA. But New York, people have, the way to make it in comedy is you have to go to open mics every fucking day just to prove, and only 3 people watch open mics.
Right.
It's a whole thing, right?
Don't you ever feel like intimidated or like, I don't know, sometimes I feel like people who have made it, you've made it in Indonesia, right? People usually who have made it, they have this certain ego and like this certain like, I'm already at this level, And when you go to New York, you're starting from zero again. So they say,
Yeah, but I don't get off on that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
10,000 people doesn't make me happy.
So what
Connection
does
makes me happy.
connection?
Yeah, even if it's 10 people. A lot of
Okay.
people who know me knows this, that if there's only one person in the room, I'm quiet. I don't talk much. The more people in the room, I become more excited. I feel like 2 or 3 people in the room, now it's a show.
Right.
Now I feel like I have to entertain. Do you know what I mean?
Okay,
So it doesn't really matter how much people. I don't get off on that. I just love to make people laugh. And because I love to make people laugh and I love to do stand-up, I get off on the idea that I can do stand-up as much as I can in New York City. I can do 3 to 4 to 5 mics a day.
That's crazy. Yeah.
So that's what I like to do. It doesn't matter. I remember Daniel Mananta was in New York and he was following around the whole day. And at this one point, we had to do an open mic at a dive bar, and I was the last to go up on the mic. And in New York, because there's a lot of other mics, after they do open mic, they move to another open mic. And so I was the last one in the room, and it was only me and the guy hosting. And Daniel laughed his ass off. It was like, I am literally the only person in the room. And I'm like, this is what it is. This is what it's like every day. You know?
That's crazy.
Damn.
Yeah. I mean, I was there. I could attest to that. The open mics, there's only a few people.
Yeah.
There's only a few people doing their stuff.
Crazy people.
And it's crazy.
Crazy
No, you're right. It's crazy people.
What's the craziest viewer in New York you've ever encountered?
Viewer or other comedian? Because in open mics, there are no audience.
Yeah, there are no audiences.
Because only a few people.
Yeah.
Because every night in New York, there are 20 to 30 comedy shows. Like, why would I go to open mics? There are shows every day.
Everywhere.
Right? Tens of shows, comedy
Okay,
shows. So
what
the
about,
only person was comedians, and comedians are weird.
Yeah,
they're all weird. They're the weirdest.
What's an example?
Here's one.
And don't say Andovi.
His name is Mike. I call him Mike. I don't remember his name. So there's this young comedian.
Okay.
He went up and was like, "Hi everybody, I'm 15 years old. I'm just started doing stand-up recently, started telling jokes and everything." He was very excited, right? And then Mike Kramer. And then Mike went up on stage, and this is all he does. Fuck you. For
Really?
4.5 minutes.
Really?
Fuck. And then he stopped, and then he looked at the 15-year-old kid. This is going to be you 20 years from now. Boom! Everybody was just laughing their ass off. The whole 4.5 minutes was just him trying to tell that kid,
Oh my God, it's brilliant.
this is what you're going to be like.
Oh my God.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Honestly, that's brutal.
crazy. The ability to stay like that for 4.5 minutes. Mike Kramer, look him up. I love him. His day job is a clown.
Literally.
Clown. His day job is a clown. Nighttime is a comedian. Funny guy. And there's another one. I forgot his name. He's more of a street performer.
Yeah.
Damn, I forgot his name.
Okay.
He's more of a street performer, but he dresses like a homeless person.
Okay.
So when he went on stage, he's just using shorts.
Yeah.
He's just naked. He's like, why do people hate each other? I am people's hate. That's all he does. 5 minutes.
4 or 5 minutes.
Welcome to New York. Welcome to New York City. New York City is crazy.
Craziest. Here's another example. He's a comedian. I remember this vividly. It was in Greenwich Village Comedy Club. They did a set, right?
I did a set there.
Okay.
Somebody went up on stage.
I did a set there.
I was like, I'm actually from the future. and in the future, when I do this set, if you don't laugh, a bomb is going to explode. And then everybody laughed. Okay, a bomb's not going to explode, but you're not laughing. In the future, you're going to snap. And all he does was talking about as if he was in the future for 5 minutes.
Brilliant.
That is just
Damn.
crazy. And that's why it's fun, right? That's why it's fun. I mean,
'Cause-
I love the art of stand-up, right? It doesn't matter if nobody sees the progress or whatever. It's already a joy for me to see that there's so many type of comedians in our city. And it's wild. It's wild. You can, in one open mic, somebody can go up and then say how much they hate LGBTQ,
Right.
and then the next comedian would be a queer and telling how much they hate, people who hate it.
LGBT.
So it's so much fun.
Okay.
It's so much fun.
It's so versatile, right? Is it fair for me to say like stand-up comedians or like just people in general maybe especially in New York are more like there's a lot more variety of people
Definitely.
there than in Indonesia.
Yeah, definitely. That's why in New York City, if you want people to take notice, you have to be different. You have to.
Right.
You just have to.
Because like everyone's that like
Yeah.
extravagant, I would
Yeah,
say.
yeah. You just have to be different, and that's how I found my shtick. Because back in
Okay.
Indonesia, all I talk about is social and politics, right?
Yeah.
I moved to New York. I thought I'm going to be that kind of comedian in New York until somebody said there are thousands of comedians here talking about what you're talking about.
Right.
Talk about Indonesia. And then when I started talking about Indonesia,
that's when
and then they start paying attention. And then things are different.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Pandji, there's a lot of questions from the Weeboos here. But before we go to that, I want to ask one more industry-related question.
Right.
'Cause I really want to pick
Industry
your brain.
what?
Industry-related question about
Okay,
stand-up
cool,
comedy.
cool.
What's the cap? What's the cap? Not the cap, like cap, like. Let's take.
No cap.
Let's look at Malaysia. Okay, they have successfully put Ronnie Cheng as a Malaysian stand-up comedian and the Daily Show and everything, right? Maybe you can argue because Malaysia is a British colony, blah blah blah. They speak English, all this shit, lah. I feel like. Do you feel like it's safe to say that there's a cap for Indonesia internationally because we were not a British colony, hence we don't speak English as a nation? Because I feel like the cap is you, 10,000 people in Indonesia arena. I feel like that's like the highest for an Indonesian to do. Is it possible for Indonesian to be like a Ronnie Cheng? Is it possible for Indonesia to hold the international view that how Ronnie Cheng did it for Malaysia? I'm just using Ronnie as an example. Or do you feel that because we don't speak English like Malaysia, that's the cap will always be 10,000, 15,000, 20,000 people in Indonesia arena?
I don't know. I don't believe in that.
So you don't believe that there's like a cap?
Yeah. And then I don't believe there are limits to people. And I this belief started when I started running, actually.
Okay.
When I started do running. So one of the investors in my company, his name is Rama, is my college best friend. He is an Ironman athlete. You know what that is?
Yeah, I know. He runs, bikes, swims.
It's basically a triathlon,
Yeah.
but extreme.
Oh, wow.
Like twice or maybe 3 times the distance.
Yeah.
He finishes the whole Ironman in 15 hours. Imagine 15 hours of running, swimming, and then bicycle.
Non-stop?
Non-stop.
Oh my gosh.
That's crazy.
Wow.
And then there's Ultra Ironman, which is crazier than that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And then he says that there are no limits to people. You can always push the limit. And in terms of Indonesia and our place in the entertainment industry, I don't think there's a limit. My hope is that I can open opportunities for Indonesia's Ronnie Cheng in the future. It wouldn't be me. It's not going to be me. I'm not going to be Indonesian Ronnie Cheng.
Why not?
Well, why not?
That's not what I want to chase.
Okay.
Right.
But
Okay.
hopefully, after Indonesian in the future see me having a career in New York City or in the United States, they have this belief that wasn't there before. And then they can start chasing their international dream. You know what I mean? I have this vlog, it's .id weekly vlog, which is .id is, a website from Indonesia, but
Yeah.
also it stands for Indonesian Dream. And I feel like Indonesian Dream is to be recognized internationally. Do you know how if there's a movie like Toy Story and there's an Indonesian name, Adora Indonesia.
Yeah, that meme, right?
It's
Ada
always like
Indonesia
that.
joy,
Adora
yeah.
Indonesia. The Indonesian
Yeah.
always have that
Yeah.
dream of, internationally renowned, recognized.
Right.
And I feel like that's also my dream. That's also what I'm trying to do. But I feel like my job is just to open doors. And then one day, people are going to walk in through that door and chase their own dreams. Now they have the belief because they see Pandji's doing it. People ask me a lot of the times, what's your target? You wanna do Madison Square? You wanna do Netflix special? I'm like, if that happens, good. But I just want to be an Indonesian living in New York City as a stand-up comedian. That's the whole dream. The whole dream is to wake up and tell myself, God damn, I'm a comedian in New York City.
Right.
This is my job. This is what I do.
Okay.
That's all I want. If I can live off from stand-up comedy in New York City, I'm good. Dream come true. Which is, it's not happening right now. They pay me $1 and $2 for one show.
Yeah.
But, this is the grind, the hustle.
Damn. That's crazy. See, now you know why he's my idol, right? Now you know, right?
Yeah. But like,
Right? It's crazy.
but for you, like you're also trying to break into the stand-up comedy world, right?
I'm trying to break into this time. First of all, I have another harder barrier. First of all, I gotta be funny in Indonesian first, right? Because Indonesians don't. I have this thing where Andovi YouTuber. It's so melekat in my personality.
Right.
When I do stand up in English, first of all, it's not even about am I funny or not. They're like, aren't you a YouTuber?
Really,
So,
people do
yeah,
that.
Yep. It's
Okay.
there's this thing where not only do I have to prove that I am funny by the material, of course. I have to get over the fact that I didn't start off as a stand-up comedian.
I don't think that's true. First of all,
I feel
when
that.
people
What
see
do you
you,
think? Yeah.
when people see you, they don't think that you're a YouTuber. When they see you, they see you're an asshole. That's Andovi, aren't you an asshole?
Why are you trying to be funny now?
And secondly, there's a lot of comedians that started off not as a stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
People know me as a TV presenter.
Yeah, he was a TV presenter first.
You were?
Yeah,
I was.
He was.
I was. There's
You
this-
don't know? Kena deh.
I was about to say that. Kena deh. That was
It's a very
legendary.
Legendary
That
show.
was
Yeah.
legendary.
Panji's Kena deh.
I have no
they
idea.
Know, they know Kena deh. See, the ones you know, yeah.
They don't know.
No, they know.
That's a long time
Lu
ago.
tau Kena deh kan?
But
Anjing lu bangsat. Lu nggak tahu.
kenapa sih?
Lu orang Indonesia nggak tahu Kena
No, they're
deh.
young. They're young,
Guys,
Andovi.
Kalian nggak
Nggak ada.
Andovi.
Pada tahu nggak?
tahu? Lu tahu
tahu.
Kena deh dong?
Okay.
Tuh.
It was a Canadian show
Okay.
titled Oblivious, and then they made an Indonesian version of it,
Okay.
and it's titled Kanade, which is
I have no
a
idea.
reality quiz show.
No, because like
That shit is funny.
Yeah, to be
I
fair,
admit.
I just know Pandji very recently.
Okay, tell him why. Tell him why.
I know about your existence. Like I know there's a person named Pandji, right? But I never like actually listened to your stand up or your bit or whatever. The first time I watched you was for the Asian value clip.
Really?
Yeah, I told you, it's interesting.
that
It's interesting,
recent.
right?
That?
Yeah.
For those of you
Oh
who
my
don't
God.
know, the keyword is Pandji Asian,
Asian
value.
values. Cut that shit. Yeah. Dude. And a lot of the third culture kids got it through that, to be honest.
Okay, yeah, I don't know about
That's
that.
true.
But I won't be surprised because I remember when I first saw the clip, I was like, oh, who is this? First of all, because I feel like you're the first person to actually call it as it is. You know how like you know like if there's a lie and then everyone around you says that it's true, you start to gaslight yourself like maybe that's true, even though like deep down you kind of know that that's a lie. But you're the first one to actually be like, are you serious? You actually believe that? Cut that shit, right?
And that hit a lot of people.
And I was like, oh damn, like yeah, it's been a while since somebody actually call those Asian values or what is it, nepotism, right?
Yeah.
As it is. So that's the first time
Wow.
that I become aware of you.
Wow. Okay. I wouldn't. It's a surprise, but I was just being angry. I was just angry. I have anger issues. I have anger issues.
yeah.
I snapped. I didn't want to. I think we ate lontong kari afterwards.
Right?
I think or something like that.
Yeah. No, but it blew up because I feel like it really says something about how fed up people are and how fed up people have been being gaslight, saying like, oh no, it's actually not, like it's not how it is.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Well, thank you. I don't know how to react, but thank you. A lot of people love that moment. I still cringe.
Really?
so you don't like that moment. But I saw
know.
you making like t-shirts with like
That's just
cut that
making money.
stupid shit.
I'm actually wearing the shirt right now.
Show him,
Oh my God, really?
show him.
We don't understand. Cut
See?
that stupid shit. Oh my God,
Cut
he's
that
wearing
stupid
it.
shit.
He's
Yeah,
wearing
no,
it.
you don't cringe at that. You love it.
Do I?
Right?
I love money. I
That's
love
one of
money.
those epic moments, to be honest.
No, yeah. Yeah,
And the way you said
absolutely.
it was, so, it was. I thought the New York. That was not.
Yeah.
Indonesian,
You know
but
what?
That was a New York.
I
Pandji.
was about the actual
It's like-
sentence was, man, shut the fuck up. That was I was about to say that,
But
and
then
I was
you
like,
were
I
so-
can't say fuck, and then cut that stupid shit. And then the S word came out.
It's like New York meets Javanese politics. I was just like, wow.
That's true. That's true. He realized, oh, I'm Indonesian. Like, that's
But it's not that good. Yeah, it's not that soft
I
either.
tried to tone it down, but it didn't.
Okay, what is?
happen.
Now I'm curious. Like, what makes you angry? Like, at what point you got like really triggered?
First of all, both of them are my buddies.
Yeah.
Ari Putra is
Yeah,
my
yeah, yeah.
student. He's my student in stand-up.
Yeah.
But I think I guess maybe I was tired because
Yeah.
it was just series of,
Yeah.
medias. And then one point, I think he mentioned about how, I don't even remember, what was the trigger? But I got upset and then I try to make sure, are you sure? Is this what you're trying to tell me?
Yeah.
Is this,
Right, yeah,
is
yeah,
this,
yeah.
Are you being honest right now or are you joking? And then he was actually,
He was doubling down.
yeah,
right?
he meant it.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is not happening. And then, well, the rest is history. You know.
Yeah.
I'm just,
No, it's
I don't know. I think I was fed up with all of this.
Everyone is, I think. Yeah.
And I call it as it is, Goblok, goblok. You know what I'm saying?
But calling it as it is not an Indonesian cultural thing.
Yeah.
And it's not calling it as it is straight to someone's face yet.
Yeah.
It's like that's a very European New Yorker thing. Like, no, you shut the fuck up, bro. Like, come on. Like,
Yeah.
Indonesians don't do
yeah.
that. I might disagree with you, and I'll go and say, tadi Pandji anjing man. That's
Right.
saying that. I feel that's an Indonesian.
He
way.
does that, by the way.
No. No, I don't do that.
No, it's true. He does
Yeah.
that all the time. He talks about you
I
behind
know.
your back.
I know.
Talk shit about you,
Yes, guys,
Abigail.
in your hoax.
And did you buy my Mens Rea ticket because of that?
Because of what?
Because
the
of
Asian value? Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I need to.
You need to do more of that.
You need to go.
I need to lose my temper more in YouTube. And people nowadays, people still refer to that moment a lot of the times.
Right? Because
That's last year, right?
It's last year.
I think it was.
But it was so. I remember it was so big. It was so big.
So you've been milking that for like a year.
This is the second design of that stupid shit. Merchandise is the second design.
No, yeah, but I do think that is like one of the most iconic moments because, like I said, it's like New York culture meeting Javanese politics.
Yeah.
Amazing.
If it were up to me, I would ask you so many questions about
Right.
because I really like stand-up comedy. But
Right, yeah.
let's go to the Weeboos. Let's see what their questions.
They've
They've asked some questions.
okay. Wait, I want to save that for
How many
the last.
questions are we gonna?
Just a bit.
Okay.
Okay, Andovi, choose the first one.
Okay.
Cool.
From Little Bell Diary. Little Bell Diary. Bang Pandji, if you were asked to do stand-up in front of the parliament, who do you think would be the first punchline?
No, I like how it's not the what.
It's not what. Who do you think will be the first punchline? Not what. Parliament. Who is the first punchline? Little Bell Diary. Great question. Great
Yeah.
question.
Puan Maharani. Imagine all the people living life in peace.
Wait, I don't get.
She sang.
She sang Imagine.
Imagine.
When?
Oh
Come
my.
on,
Oh my
Abigail.
God.
Here's the clip.
Here's the clip. Here's the clip.
Imagine all the people sharing all the world. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one.
Wait, no, I did not know when.
Abigail, ini di rapat paripurna DPR yang sebelum Agustusan.
August 15th.
August 15th, where everyone was joget-joget, remember? So
What, like this recently?
Yes. Yeah. So before they joget-joget, she literally sang off key and off rhythm. An off rhythm. Imagine. Oh, I'm not kidding.
And
In what
every
way?
politician was like,
No, why? Why?
I don't. Nobody knows. Nobody knows,
Nobody knows.
Abigail. That's the mystery.
That's the mystery. So it would be Puan.
Puan Maharani.
Oh God, that's a great
Okay.
idea.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah,
hilarious.
Okay,
That's
that's
a
fair. That's fair.
Sama, solid. Okay, let's
Solid.
No, okay, this is pretty funny.
This
Okay.
is funny. Okay.
Okay. This is from Arif Vidya Putra. If you were not a comedian, what do you think is the most wanted profession for you? Then there's two parts to this question. That's the first one. And the second, then in 2029, if there's no job opportunity, but only two gold opportunities. One, Gibran choose you as his vice, or you are chosen as an Ormas leader. Which one would you choose?
So the first question, if I'm not a stand-up comedian,
Yeah, what would
What's
you
the
be?
most wanted profession for you? What do you want?
rapper.
I knew it.
Rap.
I knew it. Guys, been
I'd
in
be
Pandji
rapping,
Pragiwaksono.
yo.
Yeah.
I'd be a very poor rapper because I'm not selling albums and tickets,
you're
but I'll be a rapper. I'll be a rapper. And if I had to choose, I would lead an Ormas, definitely.
Oh, what
Yeah,
Lead
man.
Ormas.
What
So
would
you-
be your Ormas name?
What would be Orma's name? Cut that stupid shit. That's a great.
I don't know, but I just love the idea of having people. I can tell people what to do and they follow me. You know,
Yeah.
I'll just be an asshole boss or whatever. But I think rather than being a spokesperson or a vice president
Vice to
for
Gibran.
Gibran,
Yeah.
that job would stress me out. That would definitely stress me out.
To be Gibran's vice would be one of the worst jobs in the world, to be honest.
Yo, somebody clip that shit. Somebody clip that shit.
It's true to be his vice, right?
Right.
Imagine.
Why?
Because in the future,
All the people.
I would definitely have an Ormas and just do crazy and stupid shit with the Ormas. I don't know.
What would be your Ormas's thing?
Thing. Like, what is the Ormas?
To legalize weed. To legalize weed. That's, that would be the main goal. To legalize weed. We start off for medical purposes, and then for what's the word? Recreational purposes. Yeah.
Oh God. Okay, let's go next.
Okay, let's go a bit serious
A bit
now.
serious,
A bit serious, yes. A bit serious.
Corina _. Today's young generation is often disillusioned with politics. They see it as corrupt, slow, and disconnected. What would you say to them?
It's true. It's true. It is true. 100% true. I'm close enough to know that I got my heart broken when I was. I don't know if you know this, but I was the spokesperson for Anies Baswedan.
Yeah, I know.
For the governor
Of Jakarta.
the race, and I realized that this is so hard to change the situation. It's so hard. It's a huge lie when they say that if you want to create change,
You gotta be inside.
you got to be inside. That's the biggest lie.
Okay.
It's the biggest lie. The biggest change should happen outside. The biggest change should happen among us, the people, because there's nothing we can do. I saw firsthand how they are on and off screen, in and outside the war room. It's heartbreaking. I felt like there's nothing to do here. There's nothing to do here.
But how would change happen outside though? That's very, in your opinion.
Because if there's one thing that we can see from what's happening in the political sphere, is that what we say kind of changes the direction in politics. So what we say and how we say it is important. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, the reason why it's very expensive to run a political campaign right now, is because the people demand money,
Right.
Yep.
right? And so the political sphere shifts into that direction.
Yep.
They cater to what the people want, right?
Got it.
So what we're trying to do is to change what people want, right? They have to understand there are other things to focus on and to fight for.
Yeah.
And then in hopes that the political sphere would shift also into that direction. And so we have to be better as I call it Atasan Presiden Republik Indonesia, but the people have to be better.
Right.
And that's the whole reason for Mens Rea. It's the only reason for Mens Rea. That's why a lot of people ask me, how do you sure that they're not going to sabotage your show? They won't. People in politics, they won't. They know because I'm trying to do them a favor by making people, I don't want to say smarter, but
choose better.
Yeah. To make them make better decisions.
Wait, so you're saying that a lot of politicians inside the system actually wants that change?
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
They do. A lot.
Interesting.
A lot.
Interesting. Why?
Because I think a lot of, and this is happening, I think recently, but I think they know that, how do I say this? Can I use an example?
Of course.
Okay, so I keep telling people that political crime in Indonesia is kind of outdated.
Okay.
Kind of backward.
Yeah.
Yeah, backward. So I'm going to use an example.
Okay.
I'm very sorry, Palembang people, to do this to you, but you are a perfect example.
Okay, let's go.
So nobody wants to do a show in Palembang.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
The last time there was a huge concert in Palembang, 2019, before COVID.
Okay.
Okay.
Because when you do a show in Palembang, there are extra, money you have to pay for extra people.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, in other cities in Indonesia, of course, there's, izin and stuff, permits.
Yeah.
Right.
But in Palembang,
Yeah.
the permits is just, it's way more expensive. And then you have to pay for permit for, organizations and
Like ormas.
not only ormas.
Oh.
Gimana cara ngomongnya ya?
It's okay. If you in Indonesia.
Ada kayak departemen dan yang di kota-kota lain gak ada yang minta duit.
Right.
But then in Palembang you have to.
Right.
Because
Okay.
if you don't give the money to this
Right.
one, they would tell everybody to not give the permit.
Okay.
Now,
Right.
Okay.
because of that, no investment is coming into Palembang.
Right.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to open a cafe, a restaurant,
Right.
a stadium. No one wants to do a show. And hence, it kind of, the economy stays that way for a very long time.
Right.
Now, imagine if people don't ask for money up front.
Yeah.
Let's just let investment come in. And then money pouring into Palembang would be way much higher.
Yeah.
And then if you wanna, you wanna get some cash in for yourself, then it would be so much better, right? So what I'm trying to say is a lot of smarter politicians know that what they get from politics can be way bigger if the country is way richer,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Now, we can't say Indonesia is industrial country, right?
Yeah.
We still live off from, sawit, batubara and stuff. And so that only enriches a certain group of people.
Okay.
Now imagine the what's the apa angka pertumbuhan ekonomi bahasa Inggrisnya?
GDP.
GDP.
Yeah, is 8%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So much money is going to be
Circulating.
circulated in Indonesia.
Yeah.
Hence, more money for them. You know what I mean?
But they're already in power, right? Like you're saying, these are the
Exactly.
people that are already inside.
That's why the young people are wanting this kind of change. The young
also the
politicians.
younger politician.
Because,
Okay.
like, if we use Palembang, for
Yeah.
instance, why would they want to give time for Palembang's economy to grow? They're in power right now, right? Right? So they
But-
don't care.
But would you say that, okay, so that's the younger politician. But would you say like the older generation still want this way of like...
Yeah, definitely.
So wouldn't, like, what's stopping them from sabotaging your Mens Rea? Because you said that, they won't sabotage because they actually secretly want what you're trying to do, right?
Because the younger people is stopping them from
Oh,
doing it.
really?
Interesting.
Because if you look around
Yeah.
in the, in every political groups in Indonesia, there are always young politician who is very influential.
Okay.
I see what you mean.
Just look around. Just look at the political parties.
Yeah.
And there are the young
people. Yeah.
young people, but very influential in their political party.
Right.
Now this one wants change in our political situation.
Okay, it's very interesting.
But they know that they can't be the one. They can't be the only one who's doing it from top down, right? It needs to come from like the cultural shift also that you're talking about, and that's what you're trying to do with your comedy, and that's why you're very consistent and like.
And that's why I believe nothing is going to happen to my show because. You know?
I mean.
And maybe that's why, DPR musical polarisasi.
Yeah, maybe that's why it's. But it's hard to get funding though.
Right.
It's still hard to get funding to make polarisasi in DPR musical. It's very hard.
Well, it takes time.
It takes time. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna do
next one.
Last question. 'Cause I don't know. Pandji needs to go because, right?
Amen.
Because I need to go with
Last
Pandji
one.
as well.
Last one. Definitely this.
Oh, great. Just love it.
This is a very serious question.
From a rising stand-up comedian to Dizzy.
Who is coming to your...
Who is coming to my
Mad for Laughs,
open mic, but I'm not going to be there. I'm going to be in MTT. It's a whole thing.
He's also the one who made the memes that I'm going to show you after this.
Yes, it's a meme showing, okay? From To Dizzy. If you had a choice to fight with another bald person using your heads like a pair of goats, would you rather fight Corbusier or Bahlil? And why did you choose whom you chose?
Definitely Corbusier. Definitely.
Why?
Bahl is not much of a fight, yo. I'll crack that skull open. Daddy Corbusier.
Nice.
Okay.
I mean, if you win, but heading butts with Bahlil,
It's like,
Right.
you know, Daddy Corbusier, and I love that guy.
Okay, so then let's look at the meme. So that guy who asked the question made the memes.
Okay.
Yeah, so there.
So here's the
So
memes.
just react.
Yeah.
You can feel free to say whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. First one.
Groundbreaking
Discovery in
Indonesia. Why is it a groundbreaking discovery?
I don't know. He made the meme. I have no idea.
Asian value.
I feel like this is gonna haunt you for a long time.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, it is
I met
groundbreaking.
Booty. I met Booty at a club.
Okay.
Yeah, I love this band Soulful. I don't know, do you know Soulful? I love Soulful. I watched them always. And then Booty was there, and Booty met me. And was like, and locking eyes was like, bro. And then we hugged it out. Sorry, gue juga sorry. It's not groundbreaking.
I feel like it is.
The meme.
Okay. Okay. Next.
Entertainer.
Is a
Botak is a spectrum. Coach Justin in the middle. Coach Justin in the middle.
Nice. Next. Okay.
Would you keep living in Indonesia or move abroad but lose your hair?
Most
Indonesians right now.
This is good.
Bagus.
This is good.
This is good.
Okay.
It's true though.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
Last one.
Go, like looking for Mens Rea in Tom Lembong's case.
But a very specific.
Very specific.
Very
Yeah.
This is such a layered meme.
It's such a layered meme.
Like you need to understand multiple lore to understand this joke.
You need to
Very
understand what Giban is doing.
Yes.
Very
You need to
true.
understand what Mens Rea
Mens Rea
You need to
means.
ask the Tom Lembong's case.
Yeah.
What is it? It's crazy.
So if
crazy.
you laugh, person
So
of
good.
culture.
Good.
And by the way, do you think that it's like the universe is giving you a gift?
I know.
When Tom Lembong's case, everyone talked about Mens Rea. Literally everybody talked about Mens Rea, and it's the title of your show.
That's also why somebody asked me the other day.
Right.
So what's your next target? It's going to be 15,000, 20,000. I'm like, I don't think I could sell another 10,000 in the future. I was like, why? Because I don't know. The universe conspires to help me sell out 10,000. I'm like, he's like, Tom Lembong is like the brand ambassador for Mens Rea comedy special. And it's going to be there at the show as well.
Yeah.
Nice.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
Because it was crazy because people who didn't know what it meant. But after Tom Lembong's case,
Now
was like,
everyone knows.
Mens Rea itu apa sih? Sampai everybody. It became a national.
And I feel like now a lot of people
Everyone
know.
knows. Everyone knows now.
Yeah.
Wait, so I don't think we asked, right? Why is your show called Mens Rea?
Yeah, it's a great question.
First of all, I just love the way it sounds.
Okay.
I love interesting term.
Mesake bangsaku, komoido moinoi.
Keadaan kahar.
Yeah, his stand-up comedy shows has a really unique names.
Okay.
Really
So
unique names.
first off, it's that, and secondly, people always seem to think that when I do comedy shows, it's like I'm trying to jab, or I'm trying to mock a certain group of people. It's never that. There's no bad intentions. It's not even. I'm just telling jokes.
Yeah.
And then at the same time, when we're talking about politics, you need to understand the reason behind the action. So you just can't decide how you feel about a situation judging from the action. You have to read the intention behind the action.
Okay.
Sometimes some have evil intentions.
Wow.
Not Tom Lam.
Not on memo. Okay, Pandji.
All right.
Last.
Okay.
If you were to compare yourself to an American stand-up comedian or whoever abroad, would you say you are a Carlin, a Chappelle, a CK? Like who do you see yourself as? I know you don't compare to anybody, but like the closest you feel to an American stand-up comedian.
Mike Kramer,
Mike.
an old angry comedian.
That one I missed before.
Yeah, Mike Kramer, old bald angry comedian.
That's the guy.
Nice.
Okay.
Mike Kramer.
All
All
right.
right, thank you everybody.
Thank you.
Don't forget to
Thank
watch
you.
Mens Rea. Buy the tickets. If you don't get the tickets, you can still live stream it. Live stream the ticket. Yeah,
You
but
still
Joe-
need to buy a ticket to live stream it,
you still
right?
do buy it.
Yeah, you do. But I'm here because I want everybody to support Andovi da Lopez. First ever professional gig. You're being paid, motherfucker.
Oh, really?
You're being paid.
Yay!
First ever professional gig. All you do is open mics, right?
Yeah, I do
That's all you do.
I do is open mics. Yeah.
In New York, but still open mics. This is his first ever
Nice.
professional. And people used to say that I use you because I'm trying to sell tickets off of you.
Yeah, no,
it's not happening.
It's not happening. Not happening.
So I want everybody to see how good Andovi is going to be.
Oh, God.
August 29th, Sammy Obeid is my hero. He is my mentor. I opened for him once in New York, and I'm like, that is the person to chase. He is such a prolific joke writer.
he is.
I believe you're going to love his show. It's going to be at Usmar Ismail.
Yeah.
You can still buy the ticket. There's not a lot left, but you can still buy the ticket at locket.com. August 29th. Andovi, Curates, Wina, myself as the host, and Sammy Obeid.
Wow! Yay!
Yay.
All right, guys. Thank you. We will see you in the next
Bye-bye,
episode.
see you.
Bye.